Well, good morning, everybody. I went to say it was Friday. It's Wednesday. I guess because this is our last morning together for the week. But I think it's probably one of the most powerful weeks we've ever had on so many different levels. You know, the world and America and Israel and so many decisions humans are having to make inside their minds that's going to be written in history. So my thought today was, I do wonder if people ever contemplate their life, and if it was also one that was going to be written down in history and to be read, how would that look? And how would they feel? So let's contemplate that a minute while we set our energy, okay? All right. So we'll ask Mother and Father to come sit down within your heart. And breathe. Maybe if it's been a few days and you haven't taken that breath, just let yourself relax and let it just be you and Mother, Father, and just exhale. Probably been a lot of input for everybody recently. Good. So let's ask for all the angels of all the phylons to be here, and the ascended masters who aren't already delegated somewhere, and to those who are of light and walking on their path, and perhaps maybe from ancient times of living, you have an impression to give to one of us, and that we may, without fear, knowing that Lord Gautama Buddha comes down with his protective light and surrounds not only us, but our tube of light and this circle with intense protection. So if you are that person, or people who are of light and are on their path without any negativity, you are welcome to come here. So we'll say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. All right. So let me say hello to those who are here. I know there's others watching that I don't see. So good morning, Carol. And good morning, Kathy Marino. And Christina. And Barbara Ward. She's just listening today. And Dorothy Snyder. Very good. A dear old friend. So let's go back to what I was saying. Is if you were like the situation that's going on today, it's going to go down in more than one history book, or even other kinds of books, what's all occurring, what people are thinking, how they're moving. And Jesus did come today, and he may speak in a little bit, but what I want to give you the gift of doing is contemplate your life for a moment. And if it were being written down and used as a history understanding about human consciousness, I want you to think about what would be your most enlightening moment and your most changing moment. Perhaps for you they're the same, perhaps not for everybody, but it's an interesting thought. So give yourself a moment and write it down if you want to join the group in conversation. But most enlightening moment and the most transforming moment. And know that where I sit from, transforming is when the old negative pattern transforms. So, what you've let go. Yes. As everybody's getting calmer as they're going into their hearts and contemplating. I think for me, my most transforming moment was understanding how all you had to do was love to let something go and to change it into something different. I will never forget that day. Good morning, Julie. How are you today? Learning to listen. I like that. My most powerful day, transformative day, is believing. You know, I understand we all say we believe, but I'm talking about for me when I really believe. And mine was a physical demonstration. Perhaps yours is too. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But when I was in Thailand and that young Buddha, without touching me, had all these bug looking like things come out of my feet because I had fallen and I could hardly walk, which in their tradition is the karma. And when I could get up and walk normally, how could you not believe that all this is real? How could you not believe that there's a power in that thing called love? Because I got turned down when I asked for healing for my feet because Buddhists don't touch feet. And then I looked back at him and he was smiling, but he was sending me love. So it was the awareness of how much power there was in just loving. And I think that's a good lesson for this week is there's nothing much for us to do but love. Have thoughts of love. Love and know the highest and best good will always come in the favor of Mother Father. Some people think things happen because of a purpose. It's not that things happen because of a purpose of a bad thing. Things happen because it's the lesson you're learning. And you are the one who's qualified that. You're the one that's constantly radiating out energy. Help me with this. Help me with this. Come here. Do this. And what finally feeling it and owning it does is let it not be that you're directing, but that you're experiencing. We want to activate our feeling mode. What do I feel? How does this feel to me right now? Am I wondering, where do I go from here? Do I move? Do I leave? Is it coming here? Let's just bundle all those thoughts for everybody up in a very large bag. And let's let the angels most close to God come and pick that bag up and take them up to heaven and transform them. So now here we sit without that negative thought, with just an awareness that, wow, that was really easy. But see, it always is easy. It's the choosing to do it that's hard. That's been made hard by your past behavior. We are a consciousness that believes that we learn from past behavior, but what that past behavior is on a basis of negativity. And we need to somehow bring our awareness to a place where we can understand that when that comes, not to dwell on it then for maybe a year or a month or whatever. It's time to take care of it. It's time to call the love in and call Mother, Father in and help me. Show me how to let this go. How would that look for me to not have those thoughts? And your answer is always going to be that you believe. Do you believe in that moment God is holding you? If you can't walk on your own and feel secure, then let God pick you up. That is the whole message of the fingerprint, right? He will pick you up. So for this moment, whoever all thought those things, let's end this part of this healing by letting Mother and Father pick you up and hold you. And let yourself be receiving of that light. Let that wondrous depth of love that they hold in union begin to unify you. And now I can begin to hear thoughts I remember. I remember. And I want you to just know and love the part of you who wandered. It's how you bump into things more that take you into a higher state of consciousness for you to choose. I remember. I am loved. I am lovable. God wishes to provide for me all the best of what He has, and I am willing to receive. Clear, clear, clear. Purify, purify, purify. Just let them hold you. And begin to let that powerful love and soft and gentleness come into the energy of the truth of who you are. Perhaps sometimes you demonstrate it differently, but for right now, let's acknowledge the part of you that is so loving, that is just so peaceful and in harmony. And you bring joy into this world. You can see the world needs you right now. It needs your belief. It needs your joy. It needs everything. It needs you. So if there's anyone here on this line listening to me, and you had a thought that maybe you weren't worthy or not good enough, or, well, you can't do that, we're just going to pick that up like an old sword, pull it up into the heavens, and they will make it into a sound tool to reach out to the joy of people. That is what will be done. For you know, those beyond heaven have a home here with me in the skull I have. So they told me it was for you to understand that you can give things to the sound realm, and they transform it so it can then change into a lovely, lovely sound of joy, happiness, but most of all, peace. Most of all, peace. So here we are, having Mother and Father deep in our heart. Let's allow the peace that they hold to come within us. And the wheat that we can see in the field begins to ripen and becomes gold in the light of this peace and radiates out. And there, each of us is going to receive a bundle of that wheat that is filled not only with peace, but prosperity. See if you can feel that. Peace and prosperity. Very good. Oh, relaxing, huh? Yes. Let's see. Lauren's back. Good morning, Lauren. We're just kind of having a talk. Anything will move up or down. Okay. So I'm going to let Jesus come in. And I really don't know what he's going to say. And we'll let him have space and time with each of us. And hopefully you'll open your heart, not just as you have to Mother and Father, but now the Son, he who represents us as the daughters and the Son of God. Shabbat. Blessed souls, brothers and sisters, let your saddened hearts lift up into my hand. I can remember my final day and looking and seeing people who I had known and that they were sad and crying. And yet from within me, the well of God's love, like a wave, was beginning to move through me, and all I could feel was peace. All I could do is send the love of my heart out to every soul. So here, on this gathering with you and I, today, let's join together and send out this well of love from God coming forth. We don't always know all the answers, but we must then go back to the one truth that we know. God is always present. Movement through life, through the consciousness of man, is always under his perceptive thought. I remember that day when he reached his hand and asked me to come with him. And I had already been speaking with him, so I joined him. And then together we turned back to see the lesson that would be learned from my existence and my learning and my passing, excuse me. Is it necessary for there to always be a lesson? It is how it is generated. It is how growth, like classroom 1A here, is the beginning. It is the fall. And yet there's so many classrooms and levels of understanding as everyone grows and makes choices and learns and desires more. And when it all becomes into alignment, I must give you the word freedom. For then you have freedom to choose how you feel in peace and harmony and joy. And it will radiate through you as love. What you and the world all need today is love. I am more than willing to give my love. Are you more than willing to give your love that's pure? No condition. Just loving the soul that was generated. The peace and harmony of uniting within one existence, male and female, to be partnership. So many places here we could talk. But it is today I want you to really remember love. Yes, I know you love your family, your parents, some close friends. But your love should run like a river and always be in fluid movement. It should not stop and be stagnated by anyone, for anyone. Because the river of your love, the more it flows, the deeper it is able to touch you and to open you into a new depth of understanding of your truth. And there are probably some of you that don't even know or realize what that is, and it's all right. It's how it works. It's a journey. It's a journey to begin to feel love. And the next time you feel, wow, what was that? Until then you start to pray for love. Not just the word love, but for the essence of love. It's a new word I would like to bring into you, and the understanding is there is an essence of that love that holds purity. Perhaps you can feel it as I speak it. The essence of love that is brilliant and the gold, white, turquoise, pink light. Yes, they are all there and they are all together. And why? Because it is not just one. It is everyone. The depth of that love lies within the truth of every soul. It just always hasn't been discovered or allowed the door or the window to open for some. So I speak to you today to begin to discover, do you have a window that's closed? Or has your window already been opened? If you have a door that is already opened and you're willing and ready to move and follow, that's what you may need to be for God. For we all still have a desire to fulfill a happiness, not only just within ourselves, but for the whole. Whether it's reaching out to each other, reaching deep within yourself, or reaching to a group, doesn't matter. It's about the essence of love. So for those of you who are journalers, writers, I want you to put that title on a clean page. The essence of love. And work with your higher self on beginning to understand, what is that to you? How does it describe itself to you? How do you feel it? When does it come? When is it gone? Is it always there? And you will learn much about yourself. And you will begin to root even deeper into Mother. To when a time will come and she'll take you by her hand and take you on a visionary of the presence and the essence of love. Can the heart be broken? Yes. If it hasn't been brought to the essence of love, certainly it can. But it can also always be mended. And the mending will be in love, from peace and harmony of the essence. So I hear it's so far away, and yet it's not. It's all about how you perceive the world, how you perceive you and your action in it, and most importantly, how you maintain your neighbors being the same level of love that you have for yourself. This quote is often forgotten. Love your neighbor as yourself. It will help release many old patterns. But only if you believe, you see. Oh, maybe there's too much to remember. But if that's true, why would you have such a passion to live? And why would you have such a passion to be happy and to know that there is a joy? So you see, you are on the journey, one foot in front of another, one foot in front of another. I remember when I was walking alone, I could not ever deny that I was walking towards that which I desire, that which was my truth, that which was the essence of love within. I did not forget. And even if I had, I would have had another opportunity to remember. So remember here, there's no judgment. There's no condition. There's the opportunity as you grow to learn that which is and to make a choice. How do you want to hold you? What are the words you want to repeat within yourself? For myself, I know the essence of love has always been in Israel. Other named lands from my time, but how could it not be? So there must be a lesson here. But as those of you who are aware of the essence of love, begin to acknowledge it within yourself and within the land, within the ocean that's there, the water, and with the sun that shines over it. And there are those that hold it within their heart because they felt that essence could be. So it is a reminder to believe, a reminder that in God we trust, and discover our own essence of love within us. And you will find, my friend, as I have found, there is no destruction possible to deny it. Blessings on this glorious day for all of you to begin to have Mother, Father hold you in such deep love and allow my words to speak to your heart, essence of love, manifestness. All right. And hello to you, Dorothy. Were you saying it to someone else? I guess you are. So, any thoughts or comments with Jesus in this conversation about the essence of love? Anybody? Well, since I won't see you, I hope you all have a happy weekend. And, yes, he was so powerful and so filled with love. There may be songs that you can hear or sing, and you'll know and hear his voice has been participant in the making of them, and how they sing about love or speak about love. They're everywhere. Mother, Father, and Jesus are everywhere. And along the other masters, are they watching to have judgment? No. They're watching to support you, to wanting you to get higher and further on your journey. Okay, let's see if there's anything up here. Everybody's saying hi. So if anyone's watching and wants to make a comment, feel free. Make sure you do the thumbs up. And there is a place in my wording that if you would like to make a donation, it's there. And I've been contemplating having a Monday evening healing group. I will do it on Zoom like I used to do. And everybody who comes will receive a healing. And it's easier in doing healing work because I can see you, see who you are. Not for any other reason. It's for the work. Your knees got weak. Yeah. I can tell you from being the person that he was speaking through, when he was speaking about that energy of God that was welling and coming through him, it was powerful. There's just not a word I can give it other than it was just powerful. Great. So Monday night, I'm going to put it up on the page. We'll probably start a week from Monday to give everybody time to look at it. And, I think you'll love it, and will help you see the resolution that you will find inside of yourself by embracing some parts of yourself. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm going to say have a great few days. I'll be back on Monday, and be in the love. Be that person that sends out through every cell in your being that you are the love. You are your I am. And life will be different. All right. Many blessings. And I will see you all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.